Hey, and welcome to today's Dreamfuel Breathwork session. I'm Alex and I'll be your guide. I want to get us straight into the practice today. So I want you to find a spot where you're not going to be disturbed, where you can fully relax either seated or lying down. You can shake out any last little fidgets or movements that we feel compelled to make before you really settle in to your place. And we're going to get started with some paced breathing. So once you found your spot, just get comfortable, get relaxed, draw your eyes to a close, and we'll start off breathing in and out through the nose, nice and relaxed. In through the nose for 4 seconds, out through the nose for 7 seconds, and I'll explain everything as we go. Okay, let's get started. In through the nose for 4, out through the nose for 7, in 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1, out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just keep it going. Today's session is inspired by one of my favorite books. It's a book called The Wayfinders by explorer Wade Davis. And it chronicles the journey of the ancient Polynesian tribes as they've made their way across the open oceans to find new lands. And it was their use of their intuition, their experience, their senses that guided the way. There were no compasses, no maps, only their intuition and what they knew about the land, about the open ocean, about the birds, about the wildlife, and about the weather. And I think it's a beautiful metaphor for life right now, navigating ambiguity without so much of a blueprint to guide us to where to go. So today's practice is going to follow 5 breathing rounds. Our first round and our last round will be the same. We're just going to continue breathing at this pace, in through the nose for 4, out through the nose for 7, for round 1 and round 5. Rounds 2, 3, and 4 will be our more intense breathing rounds, where we're going to use something called the power breath. For the power breath, you'll imagine holding a straw in your mouth. You pull the air in as hard as you can through the straw and push it out as hard as you can through the straw. In round 1, we'll use what we call a double phase inhale. So we'll breathe in through the belly for 2 seconds through the straw, in through the chest for 2 seconds through the straw, and then it's a 4-second exhale out of the straw as powerfully as you can. Belly for 2, chest for 2, out for 4. In round 2, we'll be using the power breath again, and it's a straightforward breath, 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out, as powerfully as possible on the inhale and the exhale. 2 in, 2 out, all through the straw. And our final, more intense breathing round will be an inhale for 3 seconds through the straw and an exhale for 5 seconds out of the straw. So lengthening out the exhale a little bit there, contributing to a slightly calmer round in that third round. And then our final round will come back to in for 4, out for 7, all through the nose. In between each of our more intense breathing rounds, we will have a short breath hold, where I'll ask you to inhale as deeply as you can through the straw at the end of each round, and you'll hold your breath. If you can't hold your breath for as long as I'll guide you to, that's absolutely fine. Simply start to breathe in and out through the nose whenever you feel the first deep urge to breathe. If you have any neurological, cardiovascular, or breathing issues such as asthma or are pregnant, please do not do the breathing hold elements of the practice and dial back on the intensity of the practice to about 40% of what I'll guide you through. Okay, let's dive into the practice. We'll start off in round 1. You'll continue at the pace you're breathing right now, in through the nose for 4, out through the nose for 7, letting the belly fully expand on the inhale and fully collapse on the exhale. Keep that breath going. Find yourself sat here alone in a small wooden boat, gently rising and falling with the swell of the open ocean. No land in sight, no map, no voice telling you where to go. Just you, the boat, and the water in every direction. The sun is low in the sky. A soft golden light reflects across the waves. You hear the hush of water lapping against the hull. A breeze brushes your cheek, salty, warm, whispering nothing and everything all at once. You dip your hand into the sea. It's cool, alive, endless. Above, seabirds circle slowly, echoing your own desire to circle in, to pause. This is the stillness before the decision. You've been sailing without direction for some time. But today, something in you stirs, a readiness to listen, to choose. Let your breath settle here. Let your body soften. You don't need to force anything, you just need to arrive. We'll start our first intense breathing round in the beginning of our journey in 3, 2, 1. Inhale belly, inhale chest, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Belly, chest, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Belly, chest, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Belly, chest, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it going, filling up the lungs as much as possible, filling up the chest as much as possible, and then forcing as much air out on the exhale. It's all through the straw. Keep it going. The wind begins to shift. You feel it first on your skin, a subtle change in temperature, a slightly stronger push against your chest. Then you hear it. A low hum building across the water's surface. Clouds start to gather, slow at first, then more purposeful. The light changes, golden tones softening into something more diffuse, more uncertain. You grip the edges of the boat. The wood is worn, slightly damp beneath your fingers. Small waves begin to rise, tapping and knocking, then pressing against the hull in uneven rhythms. The boat rocks, but you remain centered. There's no compass here, no GPS, no external confirmation. So you begin to orient yourself like the ancient wayfinders. You study the direction of the swell, how one wave rolls beneath you differently than the last. You notice the clouds, not just their movement, but their layers, their density, their subtle pull across the sky. And you observe the water. Small shifts in color, darker blues where depth increases, lighter patches where currents shift beneath the surface. You remember. Wayfinders often look behind them, not ahead, watching how the wake of the canoe bent and rippled. It told them where they were going. So you look back. You watch the trail your boat leaves behind, a delicate disturbance in the surface, curving slightly, reacting to forces you cannot fully see, but you can begin to feel. You start to feel forward. Your breath becomes your anchor, each inhale like a paddle entering the water, each exhale like a smooth pull backward. There's resistance, but also flow. Not rushing, not drifting, deciding. You notice your body, subtle cues, a slight leaning, a pull in your chest, a quiet sense of this way. Not loud, not forceful, but persistent. Feel your body suspended, like the boat between the waves, no movement, just awareness, and in that stillness, something clarifies, not a full answer, but a direction. We'll take our first breath hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the straw, fill up the lungs as much as you can, all the way to the top, and hold the breath. Relax the shoulders, hold the breath. I'm going to ask you a question in each of our breath holds. I want you to answer it with your intuition, not with your intellect. Just notice what comes up for you. What happens when you stop looking for the map? and start listening to the water. We'll release the breath in 3, 2, 1, and let it go with a sigh out of the mouth. Full release, full exhale. Now we're picking up the intensity a little bit. We're going for a 2-second inhale, 2-second exhale, all through the straw in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. In, out, out. 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 Keep it going as powerfully as you can, pulling that air in as forcefully as possible, then forcing it out on the exhale. Keep it going. There's a tension in the air. You feel it before you fully see it, a pressure shift, a tightening across your chest, the wind no longer whispering but pushing harder. The sea darkens. Blues turn to slate, the horizon blurs. Rain begins to fall, it's cold, sharp, it's immediate. It hits your skin, your face, your arms, each drop distinct. The waves rise. They don't just move beneath you now, they collide. They slam against the sides of your boat with force. Water sprays upward, salt stinging your lips and your eyes. The boat pitches, forward, back, side to side. Your muscles engaged instinctively, core tight, hands gripping, feet braced. It's disorienting. Visibility drops. The sky disappears behind layers of storm. The stars are completely gone. You can't see the path. But that doesn't mean you're lost. The wayfinders were never dependent on clear skies. They were trained for this. To feel direction, not through certainty but through sensitivity. Through the pressure of waves hitting one side of the hull more than the other. Through the way the wind wraps around the body. Through the rhythm, not of calm water but of chaos. You close your eyes. The storm is louder now. Wind howling. Water crashing. Rain striking the wood of the boat in rapid bursts. But beneath all of it, there's a pattern. You feel the push of the water. You notice where your body leans without thinking. You sense the subtle alignment, the direction that feels marginally more stable, more true. This is the storm, the chaos, the indecision. This is where most people freeze, or react, or abandon their course entirely. But not you. Keep breathing deeper. Each inhale cuts through the noise, each exhale grounds you deeper into your body. You don't need perfect clarity, you need perfect presence. Feel your power here, not in control of the storm, but in response to it. And you keep rowing, even when you can't see, especially when you can't see. The storm continues around you, but inside there is a stillness, there's a quiet knowing that you're not lost. You're simply navigating. We'll take our next hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the straw, fill up the lungs, and hold the breath. Relax the shoulders, soften the brow, loosen the jaw. When the world feels uncertain, what signals are left inside you to guide the way? We'll release it in 3, 2, 1, and let it go with the sigh out the mouth. Full exhale, full release. We've got one more intense round where we're in for 3 and out for 5. Slightly drawing out that exhale. It's still all through the straw, pulling it in as hard as you can, pushing it out as hard as you can through that power breath. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. In, out, 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 out. Out. In, out, 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 in, in, out, 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 in, out, 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 out. Keep it going. The storm begins to soften. Not all at once, but gradually. The rain lightens from sharp impacts to softer taps. The wind eases, no longer pushing, but passing. And then a break. A shaft of moonlight pierces through the clouds. It lands across the water in a shimmering path that's silver, fluid, and alive. The ocean begins to settle, still moving but no longer chaotic. Your breath remains strong, it's deliberate, it's controlled. You feel the shift inside your body, the tension releasing from your shoulders, your jaw unclenching, your grip softening. And you look up. The sky is opening, and it's vast. Stars begin to appear, faint at first, then brighter. Orion's belt to the southwest, the Southern Cross emerging through the thinning clouds. And you remember, the wayfinders didn't follow straight lines. They followed rhythms, patterns, relationships between stars, wind, water, and instinct. You begin to align with that rhythm now. You feel the boat moving, not randomly but purposefully. The water beneath you feels different, it's smoother, it's more consistent now. You dip your hand in again, it's slightly warmer, softer against your skin. And you taste the air. Still salty but lighter, cleaner. And you notice the birds. Their calls are sharper, closer. You see different species now, signaling proximity to land. Everything is giving you information. Not loudly, but clearly. And now you're paying attention. You sense it. You're near something. Not because a map told you, but because you've remembered how to listen. Your breath follows effortlessly now. No forcing, no urgency, just rhythm. You're not chasing clarity, you're moving with it. Feel the alignment in your body, in your breath, in your environment, in your intuition. You're not drifting, you're arriving. We'll take our final breath hold in 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the straw, fill up the lungs, and hold the breath. Soften the body. What are the subtle signs in your life or your business that you've been ignoring, but might be showing you the way? And we'll release it in 3, 2, 1, and let it go with a sigh out of the mouth. Full release, full exhale. And we'll bring it back to nose in, nose out breathing, slowing it down. In for 4, out for 7. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. In, 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 in. Exhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep it going. The sun peeks through the clouds. The salt air smells new, it's hopeful. The tension in your shoulders is gone. You made it. You didn't need a compass, you needed trust. Not in tools, but in yourself. And you feel that trust right in your core, around your solar plexus. That knowing, that intuition, that deepened belief that you can move through ambiguity and lead through it. You bring that back with you into your life, into your business, back to your decisions, back to the people that trust you to steer the ship. Sit in that stillness. Let it integrate. Let it land. And whenever you're ready, in your own time, you can bring your awareness back into your body, moving the fingers, the toes, the wrists, and the ankles. Maybe taking a nice overhead stretch if it feels good. And in your own time, whenever you're ready, you can come back to the room.